Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and today we gotta go save the durian. There was an incredibly strong rain yesterday afternoon and evening, and as you can see, my longhouse would be cut off. But those people are incredibly clever. They built the longhouse in the area prone to flooding, but they built it on very sturdy stilts and also made a very sturdy bridge. If it wasn't for that bridge, I wouldn't have been able to leave the longhouse. Yeah, this is in the middle. This is the original river, and everything else is just flooded. Well, the flood is not just a problem for the houses. They said it destroyed most of the rice paddies, which is very bad because rice is their staple and they really try to be self-sufficient with it. And the other thing is, it blew down all the durians. So now everybody and their mother, literally everybody and their mother, are on to the durian groves to save all the durians that dropped last night. A quick breakfast with my hosts. They have toast and margarine, while I opt for the more traditional homegrown rice with egg and tempoyak. And there is also some sticky rice, but I prefer the normal one. Today I'm going to the durian garden with the women, and unfortunately they don't know how to get there. No, not this one. So now I need to guide them to their own durian garden. I hope I'm not gonna fail at that. There is another car in front of the durian garden. That's a problem with this, because this is a private durian garden. Also, today we don't have the man with us. The day before yesterday we were 4 guys, but today I'm alone. I don't know the local rules for confrontation. The Bidayuh are normally a peaceful tribe, except when it comes to the durian. In some Iban or Malayo areas, I would be pretty worried, since we have no gun with us today. Well, I can always slap some durian thieves with the angry leaf, the poison ivy of the Borneo jungle. Sibu, yesterday the tambok break right here, and we had to eat 1 durian. The straps break yesterday, so today we have brand new ones. Now I'm really curious, is there anybody at our durian hut? Nobody there. But there is also no ghost durian in the creek, except for one. Very strange. Okay, I can see a couple more of the rare ghost durians on the slope. Here is one that broke open. This, folks, is a very rare Cibetinus graveolens, probably hybrid. However, the tree is a seedling from a fruit that tasted just like those, so I'm a little bit confused. Is it a stabilized hybrid or what? Durians are really confusing, but also really delicious. Well, got a decent amount of closed durians. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 closed ones, 1 open one, and 1 tiny one. Now those shoes are no use on the steep slopes, so now I'm going to get the normal durian. The Syrian area is particularly rich, not only in fruits but also in all types of snakes, spiders, centipedes, and also scorpions. But it feels good to be in touch with nature again. And here we go. Not much good about this one, but maybe. Good. Ibu, you tell me which durians are good, okay? Otherwise I will bring back a lot of trash. Oh, the big tree dropped far less fruits than I hoped for. Here is one fresh one, Ibu. Yes. Right here. Yeah, very steep, rocky, difficult terrain, but without shoes, it's manageable. Those pesky squirrels. We had one of them, well, they had one of them for dinner last night. I guess it wasn't enough. After I get hit by 2 durians on my head when they fell out of the basket, finally I acknowledged that it's full. 20 to 25 kilograms of freshly fallen durians on my back. And this bad baby here should also be almost at 3 kg. Folks, I swear we didn't do this. This one happened on its own. Again the bamboo bridge. So fun at games until the bridge starts creaking and moving underneath you. Well, seems like pays off. Coming here not with everybody but with their mothers. They do work smart, not hard. While I have already to walk back, they are still filling their baskets. Oh, nobody here to help me empty out the heavy tambok. It's gonna end in a disaster. How can I make the disaster even worse? Let's film myself while I'm dropping the durian. Managed to do it without any trouble. Everything still nice. Everything was still nice and neatly inside. Okay, stay. Lost one fruit. Nobody is being left behind. Well, our old women need no help. They can do it on their own. Only Orang Puti needs assistance with taking down the tambok. Also observe the way they are dressed, covered from head to toe. Basically only the eyes and sometimes part of the face is showing. High rubber boots, thick long pants, a jacket. Also those Japanese military hats which cover all of the neck. Thick gloves. Most of the face covered by a scarf. That way you survive constant exposure to the critters, the sun and the stinging leaves. Also a parang. You don't leave the village without a parang. Never ever over the age of 5 do you go to the farm or even into the jungle without a parang. Never know what's out to get you there. In contrast to that, the white man with some shorts for basic decency, no shoes. Well, however, the parang is where we put the line. You don't get out of the village without a parang. Clothes are optional, weaponry is not. Up there, lots of durians. Maybe yesterday, day before, 100 durians or 50 big durians on the ground, but all bad. Now maybe 100 big durians on the ground. You check, Maybe they're good for tempoyak. Well, here you can also see how last night's flood has flattened the ground here, flattened the plants, because there was a good plant cover here in this fruit forest. It caused almost no damage. Here you can see a little bit of erosion damage from past floods. But imagine when you cut down the jungle, remove the plants, bulldoze the whole areas to get out the trees. You don't just destroy the jungle, you also destroy the soil. And under tropical weather conditions, constant heat and humidity, once you destroy the soil, underneath the topsoil and the biomass caught inside the living plants, underneath it, there is usually a very poor soil. So folks, protecting your soil is very important in temperate areas, but it's even more crucial in tropical rainforest areas. That's how you do it right. So look, Ibu, you see the stem of the durian? Behind the stem of the durian, all those light green leaves, all this big bush, this big plant. It's not a big bush, 2 stems, that's all angry leaf. Well, not that they will have a lot of trouble when they touch it. They have literally a couple of square inches of skin exposed next to their eyes. But no, you can go. There is the angry leaf is behind the durian, no problem. The fruit are fallen on this side. The angry leaf is on top of the durian. No problem, Ibu. You can go there. More water pathways here through the old pepper plantation, but as you can see, almost no erosion damage. Do you make kepayang? Ini kepayang. No, biji kepayang. Buah besar. The fruit is very big. Those are the seeds inside. This is what you can eat. You make this or you buy this?
I never eat buah kepayang.
Ah, it's very tasty. Oh, I like buah kepayang. But this one only one seed. If you find 5 or 6 fruits, maybe it's good, but 1 seed. Very expensive, I know, because it's a lot of work. How much per kilo? What? That's very cheap. Why? Kepayang, so much work, 10 ringgit. Rice, even more work, 15 ringgit. Durian, 35 ringgit for 1 piece. You just need to go to the forest and pick it up. I never understand the pricing here in Asia for one good quality durian. You can basically eat normal food for half a week, and for one prime quality durian even longer. Oh, there is some chili. You want chili? Chili. Yes. Chili. I see 2 chili plants with ripe fruits. You want chili? Very small chili, very hot. I think your brother planted a long time ago.
Yes.
1 chili plant, 2 chili plants. And up there the thick berry. It's basically an invasive around here. Edible fruits, but mostly people in more urbanized areas eat it when they have no bigger fruits. But here the chili, they eat it with everything, believe me. Ibu, you see those 2 thin stems over there, thin white stems? That's the angry leaf. And in front of it, to the left, big leaves, that's also angry leaf. Your brother said when you touch it, itching for a very long time. But I think all the durians fall to this side, so no problem. Here you can see another pathway of the flood water, of the rainwater, still caused no damage. However, once you drive a bulldozer through the area, there is not enough litter and vegetation left to protect the soil from erosion. And yeah, that's why in the last 30-40 years they destroyed most of the jungles in Borneo. but they also destroyed the conditions for the creation of new jungles. They destroyed the topsoil, and they also destroyed the climate. Whenever you are in a jungle area, you get a lot of rain. A city 2 kilometers next to the jungle area can be hot and dry at the same time. Those are not good conditions for the development of nice, young, tender jungle seedlings. Whenever I say I'm German or Bulgarian, they ask me about German or Bulgarian football. And because I know shit about football, I always say, football, small people, big people, basketball. But for a basketballer, I'm horribly bad at hitting the basket behind my back. So today I already hit myself 4 times with the durian, on the head, on the shoulders, on the foot, because I'm such a crappy basketballer. Here they have peeled some type of Artocarpus tree. Like every farmer, this here is a farm, folks, not a jungle, don't confuse it. It's secondary vegetation mixed with old fruit trees. But a lot of the secondary vegetation is not desired because it's competition for the fruit trees. So here is an Artocarpus, usually very tasty fruit, but it seems this one wasn't good enough. It didn't make the cut. So they made the cut, peeled the bark all around it. No need to cut it down, it will fall in some of the next storms after it dies. Still a lot of green leaves on this one, but in a year or two, it's gonna fall by itself. That's how you did agriculture in the ancient times, even before metal. You basically just need a rock to destroy the rind, the bark around the trees, then wait for a year or two, and then burn the whole area, and then you can plant stuff. This is how it's been done here, and also throughout Africa, Europe, America, and basically everywhere where there was old Stone Age agriculture. No need of any metal tools, just a rock and the fire. And I think this could be an Oigensonia utilis palm. Yesterday we set out to cut one of those for dinner, but then turned out cutting a... Oh, what is this? I think when we were here 2 days ago, somebody lost the belt. We ended up cutting down a sugar palm. I'll show it to you if I get to that area. This here seems to be some sort of nutmeg. Ibu? Yep. Ini? Wapala hutan? Yeah. This one? Jungle nutmeg or not? Here has fruits like nutmeg, like wapala. But I'm not sure. Your brother did not cut it down, but I think you don't use pala hutan. Also, you need a new belt. I found one here. No. I think we left it here 2 days ago. If you see those fruits here, you can tell me if you know what they are. Down in the hole there are at least 3 newly fallen durians. Oh, let's get the low-hanging or the high-lying fruit first. How do you call them? This is my favorite jungle vine. The roots of a creeper. Well, I shouldn't pull at it. It's hanging on the durian, and the fruit from 20 meters can easily kill us. But this is my favorite jungle vine. The locals mostly use rotan, but this is much more supple, and also it appears in a lot of different thicknesses and in a lot of different hardinesses. So I like to use this, and you don't need to process it as much as you need to process rotan. Actually, the string I made from my parang is made from it. It's already falling apart because after all there is hard plastic rubbing against it. I'll have to make a new one soon, but not today. This is the main reason why you don't leave the house with the parang. I want to get at those durians hidden there. So I have to clear the way. Oh, come to daddy. Just destroyed this whole log here, of course, off camera, and dropped over 1/2 meter. Funny stuff. It's always happening off camera. Also scratched my leg on this durian. Well, not too much blood yet. Here is my friend's cave. I guess before he built his little durian hut, this one saw a lot of use. This is a side thing. Over there is the main part of the cave. It's big enough for me to sit around. So it's definitely big enough for those people. Despite being in a limestone area, this is not a typical limestone cave. Just a cave formed by a giant flat rock randomly lying on the slope. And another one. And of course, I missed again. Okay, you didn't see this. And another one. Oof. And another one. Oof. You didn't see this. Oh, come back. Well, have to go down there anyways. Toyota Bock surpasses the 25 kilo. The 25 kilo line. It starts getting pretty heavy. Gentle reminder that it's filling up. If you don't get that gentle reminder, oh, that even worked. Then a couple spiny fruits hitting you on your head and shoulders will give you a more substantial reminder that you need to go back. The bridge broke. Oh, folks, you know what's even more dangerous than spiny durian? Oh, it's bamboo splinters. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Still got away kind of easily. So, okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, they built them for their own size and weight, not for mine. Okay, next step. Need to get the jungle beetle pepper. It's basically the wound wrapping of the jungle. Oh crap, man. Those bamboo splinters are vicious. Oh, right here. Right. Oh, they got me right here. Now, which was the beetle pepper? Oh, well, that's a durian that I already know. That's a ginger. Beetle pepper should be a little creeper on the ground. There are many dozens of pepper varieties here. Well, wild pepper species here in this jungle, but I need one very particular one, and now all the jungle leaves look the same to me. He showed it to be somewhere in this area. Maybe this one? Yeah, smells kind of peppery. No guarantee this is the correct one. Oh, it's as hot as any pepper, but could still be the wrong one. Okay. Especially down here. Oh, fuck. Stop the bleeding. Oh, look at that. The bleeding is reduced immediately. This is too big a wound to stop it completely at once. But I'm just applying jungle medicine on my cuts. I broke the bamboo bridge and the bamboo cut me. Oh, okay. Okay, it didn't work. This was not enough. It worked for a second or two, and then it's okay. It's a small wound, but here in the jungle, every wound can be the entrance gate for tons and tons of bad stuff. not only diseases, are also big parasites. Worms crawl into your body through those wounds. Oh, my phone is too wet. Cannot turn it off. Sweating too much. Oh no. Don't even want to put the tabak on my back right now. Lost about 3 durians. But in such a situation, we must not be greedy, must we? You thought this little inconvenience was gonna stop me? Check the channel name again, folks. Check the channel name again. It's all the fruit. No one is being left behind on my watch. Yeah, my aim still hasn't improved. Already the second one fell to the ground. Oh, this one. The peduncle is gone, and this is a heavy one. Okay. Let's not overdo it. That's heavy enough for now. Such little cuts and injuries are an everyday thing in my work in Germany, and also the work of basically every farmer and gardener and woodcutter everywhere throughout the world. Around here it's a bit more serious because the constantly humid and hot climate, kind of you sweat all the time, the wound stays wet all the time. Also here we have a much bigger selection of diseases and parasites which can crawl into your body, but still it's no big deal. An impressive pile, and still I haven't eaten a single piece of durian. Let's start with this thing, what I think is a Sibetinus graveolens hybrid. Also, it could also be some strange Cuteiensis. So folks, if you can help me ID this. The clue is, my host, Mr. Ringus, he ate the fruit he liked and he planted the seed. That would speak more against the hybrid hypothesis. Inside, it's orange, but pale orange, not the bright orange you usually find in graveolens. The flesh is thicker than the average graveolens. Mostly tastes of graveolens with a hint of Sibetinus. In my book, this is a hybrid. But, you tell me your opinion. The wild beetle pepper works like a charm, not a trace of blood. Already stepped on the next nice surprise. Surprise, surprise! A nice spiny jungle stick. Where is the durian? No fruits on this one. I need to get a bit more of this beetle pepper. I mean, this was kind of a lucky hit, because I just went to the area where he showed me some plant yesterday and took something which looked pretty similar. But in order to remember it even in other places, I need to get more of it home. I think it's this stuff here. I think after I smeared it on an open wound, I think. So, getting a couple of the ones, reconfirming later with my host whether this is actually what he showed me, or if I just put some random stuff on my ankle. Okay, this should be enough for a quick ID. The bed of the little jungle stream is completely altered. Right in front of me there was a big deep pool where the child of one of our helpers was bathing 2 days ago. Now there are two separate streams there with kind of a gravel bank in the middle. You might have a pile of 100 durians, but when you hear a durian drop, you go and you get it. My old nemesis, Brit Jess. Where are... Here is something good looking. Just dropped. Hasn't even managed to develop a lot of moisture here. Usually if this part is fresh and moist, they are fresh. This one is not very moist yet. Not the best durian, but nobody's being left behind. However, you can never be sure that it was this one that just dropped. Have to check again and again and again. And in it goes. Well, I guess that was the one. Oh, I forgot you last time, buddy. It's crazy. Crazy how it ended up here. No. Got too damaged, so I'm gonna leave it here for somebody else to have a laugh. So I told you that the mothers, they tend to work smart, not hard. For days, us big strong men were bringing home big box full of durian, just for the women to complain that we are bringing back trash, just filling the trash bin, because most of it is bad. So, today they've come to the jungle to extract all the tempoyak on the spot, so that nobody needs to carry all the heavy fruits home. Basically, you can use a maximum of 10 to 15% of the weight of a durian, more in some modern varieties, a lot less in wild jungle durian, but with this one I think with traditional village or kampung durian it's like 15%. When they are rotten, even a lot less. So sometimes you're carrying home a 2 kilo durian for just 50 grams of edible flesh, sometimes nothing because it's completely rotten. So opening them on the spot is a lot more clever. He just told me that while I was gone to find this one durian, another one dropped there. So I'm gonna go and get it. A relative of the shampoo ginger, but not the exact shampoo ginger. Shampoo gingers are gingers where you can use the slimy liquid, well, as shampoo. It's very healthy, very natural. And has quite a nice perfume too. Here is a nice tasty fruit that grows on the ground. Somebody already chopped off all the leaves. Cluster of flowers. There isn't a cluster of ripe fruits. You eat the stuff inside. In this species it's okay. Tastes a bit sour and boring. The other species, where it's really sweet and flavorful, but it's still better than nothing. Oh, Ibu, there is lots of durian here. Not one, many. Oh, and they came without the tambok. Some are quite new. Those were ripped down by the strong winds tonight, prematurely. Maybe I'll collect a bit of unripe durian for durian soup. There's one more over there. Guess that's a spot we did not check yet today. Nice! My wounded foot got into a hole in the ground. That's very good for the healing process. Since I've already come so far, also gonna check the devil's fruit up there. Devil's fruit, or ghost durian, is a name to be the you give to pretty much every durian That's not Duriosibetinos. That doesn't mean that they don't harvest and eat it. Still, quite a funny name. Yesterday, none of those devil's fruits had fallen to the ground yet. Also, the ground underneath the tree hasn't been cleared yet. But this heavy storm, couple more. Couple might have already come down. I don't mean you, buddy. I mean something a little bit more substantial. See here? That's what I'm talking about. This looks like normal graveolens, but you can't see single good fruit on the ground. So they're still so unripe that the storm didn't throw down a single one. Here you see my host has killed 2 more trees by peeling them and also by burning. Oh wait, he told me actually that the artocarpus, they use the bark for clothes and stuff. I want some of that. Oh. He said he's not gonna use it for anything. But that's the traditional use. Already failed. That's the traditional use. So I want a couple strips just to experiment. Come on. I'm not very good at it, am I? Not bad for an overlooked spot. Half a tambok full of durian. Mothers are working hard at working smart. So let's stop filming and join them in the work. I don't think I've ever opened so many durians before in my life. Basically, we had this division of labor that I opened most of them and they took out most of the tempoyak. All my bones are hurting. Look at that, my fingers. Got countless things. I'm tired. I'm hurting everywhere. I'm feeling old. And those women are laughing at me, feeling old at only 46 years. Yeah. But I'm an effeminate white man who is not used to kampung lifestyle. This time the basket is even a little bit heavier. So we're gonna use the head strap too. Of course, stupid white man wanted to tie it himself and it was too loose. So they're adjusting everything for me now.
Okay.
Everything.
Bruno Menser.
No, Bruno Menser, kaki ayam. Saya, kaki slipper.
Yeah.
Bruno Menser, the most famous white man in the jungle, always walked barefoot. But I have my blue slippers now because I'm spoiled by civilization. Let's see how far I get this time. But no more jungle left for Bruno Menser. Oh, yeah, it's kind of, it's okay, lah. Maybe, how much would this be? 30 kilograms? With decent shoes and on a decent trail, not a problem. But here, yeah. Remember our commitment. No durian is left behind. Crossing the little jungle river. Also, I stole one of the mother's walking sticks. I hope they will forgive me. They're considerably older than me. But greedy white men steal everything. Speaking of the greedy white men, see the white seed swimming in the river? The English white man once collected it, and in a time of friendship they gave a couple to a German museum. And then a couple of guys called the Nazis came to power, and they used this seed to construct the first flying wing, the first airplane that basically consists of just one wing. They never had the technology to really build it, But if they had managed to build it like in sufficient numbers and in working conditions, World War II might have taken a lot longer. So when you talk about bionics, think about that, folks. Bionics is not only about constructing bigger and better buildings, sometimes it's about world domination. The head strap is really helping a lot, distributing the weight. Yeah, we in the West use belly straps, sometimes the second one across the chest, but this one through the head, I must say, is genius. Actually, this one mother does not even use any shoulder straps. She's carrying the tambok completely on her head.
Yeah.
She's also having a backpack with her. That's where the pink straps come from, but the tambok is completely carried on her head. And now that I tried that, I must repeat again, it's genius. My payment for today's work: 1 normal village durian, 1 rare ghost durian, 1 bottle of water, and 1 coconut, which I'm gonna harvest later.